Welcome back to the channel. Today you join me in Dubai Hills and we're at this beautiful property in Gulf Place. Just handed over is this beautiful Gulf Place 6-bedroom property here in Dubai Hills. I mean, Dubai Hills, if you don't watch the channel, is the place to be for suburban life. I mean, just to give you some context, this strip over here, you've got the golf course on that side, and then you've got the parks behind, and then some of the smaller properties, the 5 and the 4-bedroom properties, are behind this row. Now, just to give you some context, 9,700 square foot is what you would expect from internal space on this property. 6 bedrooms, as I mentioned. It's a B2 type contemporary facade. This is just handed over. So I'm going to give you a bit of an insight. Price-wise, you're looking at 6 to 7 million pounds. 30 to 40 million dirhams is what you would expect to pay to get into something like this. Double height, glass to the top, great door. You'll see this brushed brass finish throughout the property, all the way through. We'll just go inside now and see what this property has to offer. We're not going to go into every single room, but I'm going to touch on some of the key things that make this property special. Let's go in. As soon as you step through the door, you come through to this double height foyer area. I mean, it is spectacular. You can imagine what you could hang there in terms of chandelier. You've got these louvres on the side that hide away the staircase. Now, this being Gulf Place 2, there's an addition of a rooftop terrace. And not only that, is there's an extra room upstairs that could be potentially turned into a study or a bedroom. But what I really love about this property is the space. This is the first impression. So now you've got the point of view, first impression of walking inside the property. Now imagine this. This is the formal greeting area. You could have, 2 sofas here. You could have a coffee table to invite your guests into your home. Beautiful view of a swimming pool. All of the properties that are handed over by Imar are handed over with the option for you to customize the interior. So of course, some people will have a bonsai over here. Some people will have a water feature, a swimming pool, or keep it as a lawn area. But that is what is supposed to give you that first impression, that real striking impression as you walk through the door. So on the right-hand side, you've got a large dining area. So you can imagine what kind of dining space you could have here. I mean, it's a big space. So you've got ample room around, as you would expect for a property of this stature. Then taking a turn round, I absolutely love. So you've got all of these that are illuminated. Love the color of this marble finish on this island. Great contrast with the wood. And then you've got the glass shutters on the cabinetry work as well. So, I mean, this is your show kitchen. There won't be a lot of cooking here, but I mean, to greet your guests and obviously entertain, this is a perfect space. Then if we come through this way, you have an area where you can cook. So of course, if you had catering, you've got a separate entrance. You've got a maid's room over in that direction as well. So that is completely away from the living space. It can be entered from the garage space. Outside on the right-hand side, and we'll have a look at the end, you've got an additional studio. So that could be easily turned into a driver's room, or if you wanted, an external maid's room as well, or a chef's room even. Cooking kitchen covered, more cabinetry on the back wall there. And then let's have a look. Coming through to the left side of the property, you have a living space. So you've got the dining space, you've got the formal greeting area, and then you've got this massive space here, which can be used as a living space. Heading back onto this beautifully sized plot, just taking a step outside, just to show you for context. I mean, look at this space. So you've got all of this covered space, which I'm sure, some people will have a sunken seating area, some outdoor chairs, somewhere for them to relax and enjoy in the shade. And then of course, you've got a lot of space here for lawn, for a beautiful pool, maybe having your sunken seating area there, maybe having a pagoda. There's so much opportunity here to create something quite spectacular. Now, just to give you context, the properties behind, that's Golf Grove. So those are G+2 townhouses just behind. This property is one of the properties within the community, but every single property is going to have a different identity based on where it is located within the community. We're on the golf course side of the community, so you have generally the much bigger villas on this side, apart from their Dress Hillcrest properties that have recently handed over. This is probably one of my top picks because it's an EMAR built property, so you know exactly what to expect. You know the finishes are going to be superb, not over the top, done to a standard where it leaves room for you to customize. So you've got the ceiling over here with the illumination round. Everything feels modern, it feels brand new. Let's head over to the first guest suite. So you can see over here, literally everything is brand new. This is still covered. It's like receiving your brand new iPhone. I mean, having a look up that staircase, it feels open, but it's away from that main greeting area. They've still made it a feature, and what I found quite interesting, if you have a look here, the staircase is floating. It's a small detail, but you know, some of the most important and best things are in the detail. It's a floating staircase with these louvres at the side. Let's have a look at the guest bedroom. Heading through to this side, you've got, I would say, a hotel style powder room. I mean, it has that vibe, very grand, especially with the color selection. Heading through to the guest bedroom. So this is a guest bedroom downstairs. Very handy to have these rooms, as some people will convert them into a study, excuse the echo, or they'll convert it into a room for elderly parents. And you've got an exit over here. So of course, if your guests were staying here, maybe visiting Dubai, they can have their privacy and go outside there as well. I mean, even at the front, you have quite a bit of space for you to customize. And it's of course up to the person that takes on this property to decide how they want to create the space. But you can really go to town with that outside landscape, and it makes such a big impression from the inside. So, I mean, this is your landing space, the first floor landing. You've got a view all the way down to that entrance over there, if you have a look. 1 bedroom downstairs, 5 bedrooms upstairs, and then the addition of the rooftop terrace. But let's have a look at what would lend itself to be a study, maybe a cinema room. Of course, it depends on what you want from the property and who would actually be staying here. What a nice placed room right in the middle. Study, this is the only one without wardrobes and without a bathroom. You've got this beautiful stone on the facade of the property, which adds to, you know, the texture, the feel of the property. I do really like this layout, and I feel like this is a property that keeps on giving. If you have a look through, you'll understand what I mean. Just a quick look here. You've got the brass that gives this property its own identity. Now this is heading towards the master suite, so we're heading over in this direction here. Now I'll tell you about this space in a moment, but I have quite a different idea in terms of if you didn't need 6 bedrooms and you were happy with 5, I feel like by blocking this area here and having an entrance from here, this would lend itself to a massive, beautiful master suite spanning right from the front to the back of the property. I'll show you that in a moment. So coming through here, you have the master suite. This is the best room in the best view, best room. You've got the double height ceiling, so it cuts away up, so you get all of that light that can come through and that full impression of outside. You get to enjoy the park view with this. And of course, once you've got your landscape beautifully done, and of course you get to admire that as well. Heading into the walk-in wardrobe space all the way up to here, all the way up to the back there, and then you've got the master bathroom. So you've got his and her sinks. Again, that brass finish on the mirrors. You've got the bathroom, so the soak-in tub, and then you've got the toilets, and the shower either side. Now, my idea would be to extend this whole space. I think this would lend itself quite well to this space, because then you get space for sauna, steam room, maybe even a chill out spot within the master suite, or even a study. This is an additional bathroom. This is to cater for a person that is staying within this room here. But this is bedroom 2 upstairs. And you can see what I mean if you combine those bedrooms all up together, or you leave it the same. Of course, it depends on what you want to get from the property, but great finishing, great size. This looks out to the front of the property. You can see a peak over there, so you can see the golf course. So let's quickly go through this wing here. So you've got 1 bedroom here. One bedroom here. And then you've got back of the property here, one of the bedrooms upstairs. You've got the bathroom over here en suite. And then of course, you've got a good space looking out towards that park area again. Then you have an addition. If you have a look through here, you've got a pantry area upstairs. So you've got a fitted pantry here. Then you've got a maid's room over here with a bathroom. So that's the second maid's room. Potential to have a driver's room outside, or even a chef's bedroom outside as well. So you've got a lot of space for staff to, of course, you know, to help assist you in this life in this property. So you've seen the bedrooms, right? You've seen that grand impression that this property gives you, but I want to show you one more thing. I mean, heading up these stairs, I think this floor is an absolute game changer. Welcome to my favorite part of the home. I mean, this has a 360-degree view. You've got the sunset just over there. The sun is literally setting. Best time to film because you don't end up sweating. And to be fair, it's coming out of summer now, so the weather is definitely more tolerable. You've got this whole setup here. You've got a kitchenette over here as well. So of course, if you're entertaining guests on this rooftop balcony, that would lend itself well. And then you've got this beautiful rooftop terrace. Again, 360-degree view all the way around the community. You've got the park on this side. Good amount of space inside and out. Beautiful sunsets over there. And you can see to the golf course over there as well. I mean, I love this property. I mean, compared to Fairway, Parkway, even the custom builds, I feel like this has the most potential for an upgrade for general life living in Dubai Hills. I think this is probably one of the ultimate properties that you could get into, apart from, unless you go into the ultra luxury segment. And of course, you have a look at Hills Grove, you have a look at Hills View. As always, if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. I've left my telephone number in the description below. Best way to contact me is via WhatsApp. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.